What's going on, people of YouTube? It's your boy Nick Psy about the Universal Gamer, and I'm here to give you guys my first impressions of Borderlands 2 for the Xbox 360. Now, when I played this at GameStop last night, as far as the midnight launch, I played it on PS3, and it seemed like on PS3 it was more accurate, like the aiming was more better and more smoother. When I was playing it on my 360 today, for the first time, it felt like the aiming was like off a little bit, like it was a lag to it. But I turned my sensitivity up by 2, and now it's more better, way better. Speaking of being way better, this game is way better than the first game, way better. Just little things is made this game better as well, like the mini map right there. Like that's way better. You don't have to worry about keep doing this, keep going to the map, keep hopping up the map. And then when you do bring up the map, I like how it looks. Like I just like everything about it. And when you scroll up the objective, it lets you know what it is and stuff like that. The sound effects, just the menu, the customization menu, just by choosing your weapons is way better. Picking up items off the ground, man, like money and bullets automatically suck up to you, you know, when you walk across them or whatever. You don't have to worry about accidentally picking up a weapon or anything. You know, it's real accurate and everything. So here we go. Okay, up here. So it's very accurate. Cause I got tired of freaking. That's the two things I got tired of. I got tired of not having a mini map inside Borderlands 1, and I got tired of accidentally picking up a weapon in the heat of a battle when I was trying to pick up bullets and stuff like that. So I love those two changes. That's not the only changes. It's like there's little things that's changed about the game, and it's just amazing, man. Like I told one of the guys I'm playing with, that I didn't even get excited about Borderlands 2 until like a month prior to launch. Like at first I was like, meh, and that's the same thing he said. He was like, meh, when he first like seen the announcement of the game. You know, I think a lot of people was like, he wasn't really expecting it to be good. And then what made me want to buy the game is because GameStop had the little 50% extra trade-in value, you know, if you're trading the game. And then I was trying to figure out, well, what can I take advantage of? What games are coming out I can take advantage of that with? And I was like, hey, Borderlands 2. And I was like, nah, it's not really worth it for Borderlands 2. And I started thinking about how fun it was when I first was playing Borderlands 1. And I'm like, oh, okay. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and get Borderlands 2. Because I remember it was so much fucking fun finding weapons in Borderlands 1. Playing with your buddies. Just the whole exploration and stuff like that. It was just fun. Finding weapons, and the main thing I like about Borderlands for some odd reason, I like finding weapons I can't use yet. And I know that's kind of odd. You're like, well, what's so fun about that? The fun thing about that is it gives you something to work up to. It's like you find this level 10 weapon and you're only level 7 or something like that, and you know it gives you something to work up to. You know. And I always loved how hard Borderlands was. You know, I loved how hard it was. Like it wasn't just super simple, where you can just go into a group of enemies unless you're overranked. But you know, I like how you gotta duck and dodge. You gotta constantly freaking manage your items and manage yourself and things of that nature. Okay, buy some ammo. It's just like. I love the little changes about games sometimes, and it will make your game 10 times better just by changing little things. Like for example, when you got a weapon out, right there in the bottom left corner of the screen, it shows exactly what ammo type that gun uses. They changed the money system inside this game too, which is not that big of a deal. Now when you pick up money, you don't pick up that much at a time. Like you don't really collect that much money, but at the same time, things don't cost that much. The boss battles inside this game, this may be the second boss battle. They are freaking amazing, dude. Like they are as good as, or the same level of the freaking all the Zelda boss fights you ever encountered, and all the what other game got some good boss fights? The fucking Metal Gear boss fights. You can compare it to those boss fights from the Zelda franchise and the Metal Gear franchise, and even other franchises that have some good boss fights. This game feels old school. You know, it has that old school feel to it. And what I mean by that is, it feels like a game that has, you know, you do missions and then you have an occasional boss fight or whatever. And you have, you know, the game is good. So a couple people have asked me, is it worth the buy? I say it's worth the buy, big time. You're better off pre-ordering it so you can get the Necromancer class free in October or whatever. It's going to be $10 for the Necromancer, or probably free if you get the little package that comes with all the downloadable content for 40 bucks. If you get the little season pass, it comes free. I'm missing like a motherfucker. Give me the headshot. So a lot of people are playing as Zero, and I knew that a lot of people were going to be liking that class. I like it because he specializes inside a sniper rifle and a swordsman class. It's like, you know, he got that far range and that close range ability. This game is hot, man. I'm like, oh man. So if you my partner's down at. So if you have any doubts in this game, stop doubting it. You know, I say go ahead and pick it up. There's a lot to offer. The customization of your characters is great. It's amazing. It's way better than the first game. Still some things they could add to it, like, you know, being able to customize the colors on certain parts of your armor or clothing. But at the same time, the game is still does a good job at giving you customization, skins and stuff for your character, and you can unlock skins while playing through the single player game. That's why I say the game feels old school. It has that old school feel to it, because old school games you would unlock stuff as you play the game and stuff like that. You know, these days now it's like, oh, buy the season pass or buy this downloadable content to unlock stuff inside the game, which they're still going to have that aspect to it, but you know. My character is down. Lies deceive you, an illusion fools you all. Stay still. And also, when you go down, you can actually crawl. You can actually crawl away or crawl towards some enemies. I got tired of the first game where an enemy would get me down and then like he would run away, or be inside an area where I barely can see him and not be able to get my kill and get myself back up. Oh, I'm out of bullets. That's not realized. Oh shit, that's my partner. The grenades are back, of course, you know. And that's that, man. I say pick this game up. It's very worth the buy. Some people say they're waiting for the season pass. Waiting for the Game of the Year edition. There's no point in waiting a year for the Game of the Year edition. I say go ahead and get the game as soon as you can. This game is that fun, and there's nobody. Everybody's gonna be ranked up hella high by the time the Game of the Year edition comes out. So I say pick this game up. It's worth the 60 bucks, fresh off the shelf. It's worth every last penny. So thank you guys for watching my first impressions video. Be looking out for my Gamers 2 cast episode coming up next week, where I talk more about Borderlands and give you guys a little bit of gameplay and talk about pretty much the same stuff I talked about inside this video. But yeah, that's that. It's been your boy Neepsai about the Universal Gamer, and I'm out.